Hi, welcome to Dark Politics Tarot. My name is Nick, and today I'll be reading on Donald Trump. It seems that yesterday at the 9/11 memorial service, he looked like he had a stroke. So I'm going to read this oracle deck first. This is a Crow oracle deck. And then I'm going to use my Influence of the Angels deck. So let's just see, did Donald Trump have a mini stroke yesterday? He went to a Yankees game afterwards and got booed. I don't know why you would go to a Yankees game. New York hates you, Donald. We don't like you. Yankee fans are a tough crowd. Don't go to Yankee games. Oh, grief just jumped out of the deck. Grief. So, yeah, I don't know why. I mean, he just wants to irritate people. And he wants to show, act like people love him. I think in his demented brain, he thinks the boos are cheers, He's living in this fantasy. They all love me. I don't think so. Anomaly. I got this before regarding his health. So, yes, something happened in the brain. He's having these little anomalies, and they're causing mini strokes, I think. And you notice Melania was with him. Memory. He has some memory loss as well. And he was just acting weird, He's looking around, the one side drooping, and he couldn't pay attention. Like, he looked like they dragged him out of a nursing home, really. And the abundance card, that's weird. But that could be, it's growing more in abundance, these TIAs. I'm taking out more than 3 for this one. Dominance, an abundance of dominance. He always likes to dominate. The awful things he said also in the White House. Community came out. He has to be around the people. I'm taking 6 cards out for this. I'm doing a full reading with these, sorry. Waterproof. Yeah, he's been waterproof, all right. I think he's going around to show that I'm strong, I'm healthy, nothing's affecting me, but yet it happens right in front of us. Distraction. And one more card. Distance. He's growing more and more, fading away, distancing. So let's just look at these together in 3s. I took out 9. So yeah, I think he's having mini strokes with the anomaly. Some little things are happening in the brain. It could be also insufficiency of blood pumping through the heart that's causing these little infarctions in the brain. The grief card came out first. So he's in a lot of mental grief. He does have these things going on, these little TIAs happening, and he's having more and more memory loss, and he has a lot of grief over it. He's also getting a lot of grief because you know, we're not letting this go. They fully went attack mode on Biden, which we knew he was declining as well. But the Republicans were relentless and heartless about Biden. Now we have the second tier is dominance. So I think him going out, especially to New York, is like showing your dominance. I don't care if you all don't like me. I'm from New York and I'm going to show you I was always the boss in New York, that type of thing. The abundance card, I think that came up first. He used to have abundance. He has an abundance of dominance, that's for sure. But I think his abundance is leaving. I think that's what it's talking about. He wants to show how dominant he is because they're very afraid of their wealth, of getting kicked out of office, having to resign. And he needs community around him, but I think the community has gone against him. I think it's the community card here is talking about the growth of the American people, Republicans, even the MAGAs, all gathering about to set in on him and to claim his abundance, to get rid of him from office. And they don't want the dominance anymore. The last three cards, try to keep them in order this time. So he has the waterproof. He's always been Teflon Don. He's always gotten away with everything. And he's still trying to show that with that dominance card, that I'm still relevant. Nothing's going to affect me. But actually, it is affecting him. That's why he has to do all these distractions. That's why we have to have assassinations, something that everybody can be talking about besides him. And the last card is distance. So the distraction, he wants to distance himself from the Epstein files, but I think this is more talking, it is a health reading. So I think we're talking about he's becoming more cloudy in his mind. He's looking towards the past, you know, crazy talk all the time. It's always been that way, but it's getting worse. So he's getting more cloudy in the brain. He can't focus. So that was interesting. I love these cards. They always give some interesting extras to a reading. So now I'm using the Influence of the Angels deck. Show me Donald Trump's health, especially about yesterday with the stroke, mini stroke that everybody's talking about. It looked like one side of his face, I believe it would be the right side of his face, is drooping. His mouth was drooping. It would be very hard to make your mouth, I mean, I can't do that unless the other side droops. It's okay, you can, but would you do that on purpose? I look insane. I'm sorry. All right, so his strokes. We have the Ace of Swords just jumped out. Here comes the dog. Let's try to get through this. Ace of Swords talks about mental abilities. Ace, you know, swords. What's crossing him? Four of Cups. He really doesn't like what's being offered to him. The medicine, he doesn't like it. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't make him feel good. That's crossing him. Not taking your meds, not doing what you're instructed to do. Okay, so show me more. King of Swords is at the base of the reading. So King of Swords is all about truth and logic, and he's none of that, even though a King of Swords could represent him because he's a Gemini and this is an air sign card, but I don't see this as him at all. He doesn't come up as a King of Swords. I think this is just more losing your logic at the base of the reading, not being able to comprehend the world around you. So logic is a problem here. He can't seem to focus. He can't seem to understand. He's that bad. He's at that point now. He doesn't understand much. So things have changed. The Wheel of Fortune is here. The wheel is turning, and it's not turning on the good side for him. That's going on now, the wheel. The wheels maybe are slowing in his brain. You know, the mechanisms are slowing down. Magician, he's always been a manipulator, but I think this is not really about his manipulation. I think this is about the press's manipulation of the videos. Interesting. Giving the illusion that he's normal. Everybody said that speech he did on Charlie Kirk was AI. I don't get that it was AI. It might have been manipulated a little bit. I don't get the feeling it was AI, but they do have that power to make things look different than they actually are. The Three of Swords, the betrayal. So, yeah, there's a betrayal, the Three of Swords. The heart, I think, is affected here. His heart is causing him a lot of trouble, and it's causing trouble in the brain. It all works together. The Chariot. So the Chariot is things about to happen to him very quickly now. Things are moving on. Probably he's moving on. Ooh. So we have here the Devil. Devil card. This is a very scary painting on this card. The Devil. So that's the environment around him. He's in a toxic environment because all the people around him are like the vultures waiting for him to go. Here he is, the Mad King. This is how he shows up. The hopes and fears position, the Mad King. They're hoping he can stay robust as long as, you know, they can put out little clips of him acting, you know, strong and powerful. The fear is that he's losing that. And the Eight of Cups. He's leaving. Eight of Cups, he's leaving. This is his outcome card. So, yeah, I'm pretty, you know, excited about that. And I know the Trumpsters will get mad at me talking like that. So let's go down to the table. Like I really care about what any Trumpster nutcase has to say to me. So yeah, this is about his mental ability right now. Because this is a health reading. So it's all about his mind. His mind is being affected in a big way. This is an ace. This is a big sword. This is a big mind, mental happening. He is not taking his medicine. Whatever they're offering him, not just medicine, but whatever kind of treatments he's getting, he really doesn't like it. He doesn't want to do it. It probably makes him sleepy, or it really makes him groggy that he can't speak. And, you know, he loves to talk. So he doesn't like what's happening to him. It's really, you know, making him very disgruntled, angrier, more than usual. And like he's doing a lot of refusal of going along with what the doctors say. And I just realized now this is a doctor probably. I mean, the the King of Swords doesn't usually represent doctors, but I think this is who it is. It could be a surgeon, actually, that's speaking to him and saying, you need to do this, you need to keep getting the whatever they're doing with the catheter treatment or stents or whatever. Like, this is probably a surgeon that's been talking to him. And someone very logical. The Wheel of Fortune, so new season is coming for him. The wheel is about destiny. Like, it's bound to happen. It happens to us all. We all get old. We all start losing our, our body functioning doesn't function as great as it used to. So things are starting to turn. It could be that it represents, the slow turning of things, systems in his body, not actually, it's like they're getting rusty. They're not turning as they should. The Magician, it's only, the overarching energy here is that they need a miracle right now. They need, and it's not going to happen. Whatever, TIA, stroke, thing like that that's happening to him, they're not going to be able to cover it up, number one. If your face is drooping and you can't speak, that's all he's got. He's always an optics guy, a TV guy. How does it look? It doesn't look good when your mouth is drooping. One side of your face is drooping. There's no good sound bites when you can't speak clearly. So I think that's the situation here with his health. They're really looking at the optics. They don't give a crap about him. They just want to see him in power so they can remain in power. Now, the Three of Swords is about heartbreak, betrayal. I think he's starting to feel that as well. But because this is a health reading, it really has a lot to do with his heart. So there's a lot, the two main cards here, I would say, is the mind and the heart. Losing one's mind and major heart issues. He himself is in this position where the decline is going to just get faster. Things are going to start to move in a downward direction. Why? Because I have the Devil card right next to it. So the Devil is about toxicity. His body is absolutely toxic, moving against him. The people around him are toxic. The environment is toxic. So for his mental health, it's not good either because he's paranoid of who wants to take his place. So things are happening quickly. His body is very toxic. His mind is toxic. His environment is toxic. And he comes out as the Mad King. He's just going to start to scream and everyone around him is going to pay the price. His fury is going to get worse. But as he declines, they don't have to worry because they know he's leaving. He's raging that his life is almost over. He's leaving, guys. He's leaving. This is the Eight of Cups. That's the main message of that card. Walking away, leaving. You're moving on to something else. So let's see. Do I need a clarification here? Let's just clarify. How about let's clarify what they're doing with the optics, the Magician. Let's clarify this. How are they clarifying his health issues? Clarify the health issues. How are they covering it up? Is there something you can tell me, Spirit, about how the people around him are going to cover up his health? Is it going to be that we see him less? Is there going to be more AI? What's going to happen? Oh, they're really fighting about they're fighting about whether they should put him out there or not. We might start to see less of him. Yeah, the Seven of Cups, his mind is gone. So they're fighting. They know his mind is gone, and they're fighting over how can we keep him looking like he's powerful. You know, sometimes he comes out and he can seem okay. So I think they're going to use those moments to project him at that time when he's more lucid and he comprehend. So the Empress, they're looking at America. What will they buy? They think Americans are really stupid. They still want their success. They still want to stay in power. They still want to take all our money. So they have to do everything they can. But it's all going to come out. No matter how much they hide it, the sun comes out. The sun illuminates everything. About who? About the Emperor. So I think that's a pretty straightforward reading. I just noticed my little candle went out. It's lights out on Donald Trump, and I think we can all, his terrible speech going against the liberals, basically the Democrats, and invoking violence towards us. I'm going to do a reading on that, I think. That will be my next reading. What's going to happen with all that. But I think because the light just went out, it's just, Spirit has told us he's leaving. So I don't think we have to worry. I can't tell you when, so please don't ask. But it doesn't look good for him. He's had strokes, TIAs, he has heart problems. I also think he has kidney problems. It's just too many things are happening, and it's just going to get worse. So I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.